Hello and welcome to Chabot News for May 4th, 2016. May the 4th be with you all. I am Flo Cella. Today we have the latest on the Harborside versus the federal government case. May will talk about the loss of Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, in the entertainment update. And Eric will give us a rundown on the Golden State Warriors' push for another championship. All that and more on Chabot News. Islamic fighters shot and killed a Navy SEAL during an extremely intense firefight with U.S. forces and Kurdish Peshmerga troops in northern Iraq Tuesday. Military officials and a trainer who witnessed the fighting told Fox News. A defense official told Fox News the service member was killed by a small arms fire, likely from an AK-47 rifle. In a major victory for the cannabis industry, the federal government dropped its 4-year bid to shut down Oakland's Harborside Health Center, the biggest medical marijuana dispensary in the country with more than 100,000 patients. This is a major decision due to the conflicting state and federal laws regarding the use of medical marijuana and the legal methods of growing as well as distributing it. This also may lead to the federal government loosening its grip on this industry due to the overwhelming expansion and acceptance of this industry. A Detroit woman gives birth to her 14th child, and all of her children are from different fathers. Anita Sullivan has just become the first woman in recorded history to conceive children with more than 13 different men. When asked how does she feel about her breaking the record, she had this to say, "I'm extremely proud to have broken a world record. My mother always told me that I was lazy and worthless, and that I would never accomplish anything in my life. Now I've shown everyone that she was wrong, and that I can even be the best in the world when I put my mind into it. In fact, I've just accomplished something that no one had done before." So moving on, now here's Jacob with a story on the Chabot original children's play, Bernadette's Balik Bayan.
I'm standing outside of stage 1 where Bernadette's Balik Bayan was held this past weekend, and we're about to get the inside look by an interview from Martin Bustos, one of the stars of the show, the Welcher Squelcher. Let's go. Alright, I'm standing here with one of the stars of the show, as I said, Martin Bustos, the Welcher Squelcher. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing amazing, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. But first thing first, for the people that didn't probably see the play or not sure what Bernadette's Balik Bayan is, what is a Balik Bayan?
A Balik Bayan or a Balik Bayan is a Filipino care package that, let's say you came from the Philippines and you came to America.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're in America and you're experiencing things that you want to show people in the Philippines. You would put the things that you're experiencing in like physical form into a box and send it back to your people in the Philippines. That's basically what it is. It's an American and Filipino thing clashing together and showing people new things.
Nice. Never heard of that. But hey, that sounds like it's filled with love, right? One could assume. Well, I know this was possibly a challenging role for you. How was it challenging at all? Were there any challenges met? How was it getting into character and such?
I'm not a female, and I've never been a female, so it was a pretty challenging role, just trying to get into the head being a female, not a man playing a female. I am a female on stage, and it was difficult because I've never had the opportunity.
Awesome, yeah. I seen the play. It was rather hilarious. You came out. How did you feel about your entrance?
I loved it. I thought it was, I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but I really did believe it was the best and most enthusiastic and energized entrance of the play.
Man, well, I really do appreciate you stopping by and giving us a good insight. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Martin Bustos, everybody, the Welcher Squelcher. Check it out on YouTube.
Thanks, Jacob. A teenager in India has died after accidentally shooting himself while posting a selfie with a loaded handgun to his head, police said Tuesday. Ramandeep Singh, 15, pulled the trigger while taking the picture with his smartphone at his home in Pathankot City in Punjab state, said Inspector Bharat Bhushan. He died in a hospital in the nearby city of Ludhiana late Sunday due to his head injuries. The handgun belonged to his father, who worked as a building contractor. Now it's time for the entertainment update with May.
Hey, thanks, Flo. Afeni Shakur, mother of Tupac, dies at age 69. The mother of Tupac Shakur, whose name rose to prominence through her son's through her son's song Dear Mama, and after his death in 1996, was found dead in her Sausalito home Monday evening. The death was confirmed by the Marin County Sheriff's Department on Twitter. Sheriff Coroner's Office will lead the investigation to determine the exact cause and manner of Afeni's death. Countless rappers have made tribute and poured out their feelings towards Mrs. Shakur through all social media outlets. She evidently will be missed in the hip-hop community. Depending on your age, the Desert Trip is either a classic rock festival or Coachella for old people. The recently announced event has planned performances from Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, Neil Young, The Who, and Roger Waters of Pink Floyd. It's scheduled to run from October 7th to the 9th at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. Indio is also the location of popular Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, which has led to many of the dubbed Desert Trip Oddchella. That is it for entertainment. Thanks, and back to you, Flo.
Thanks, May. Riders were stuck on the California Screaming Ride Monday at California Adventure, the sister park to Disneyland, after someone took out a selfie stick and the ride was halted, officials said. The riders were escorted off the ride by 6 p.m. after waiting for 20 minutes, a Disneyland spokesperson said. Selfie sticks have been banned from rides in Disneyland since 2015 due to the safety risk and the potential for property damage. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. In June, the same ride was halted due to a selfie stick fiasco as well. Hopefully this absurd trend will die off. Now it's time for sports with Eric.
Thanks, Flo. Bryce Harper of the Washington Nationals signs a historic endorsement deal with Under Armour. The superstar is set to be a very rich man. Harper reportedly inked the largest endorsement deal ever in baseball history. The emerging athletic brand already has names like Stephen Curry and Tom Brady to its roster. Adding Harper might just help the company propel it to new heights. ESPN writer and reporter Brick McHenry states on Twitter, Bryce Harper, Steph Curry, and Jordan Spieth, it's been a good year for Under Armour. The Warriors begin on their second round series with a resounding 118-106 victory on home on Sunday. The Curryless Warriors were laser focused throughout the game, shooting a 47% from the field with stellar play on defense on All-Star guard and Oakland native Damian Lillard, who took 26 shots to score 30 points. Klay Thompson lit it up with 37 points, and Draymond Green contributed to a great season with another triple-double, posting up 23 points, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut both came out to play and had double-doubles as well. The Warriors, with their MVP out, will continue to prioritize defense and good ball movement in order to keep the ferocious pace in the NBA playoffs. And this is it with our sports report. To Amelia with a political commentary on Donald Trump.
Thanks, Eric. If Donald Trump is elected in November, many of us will have no choice but to leave the country we love. Like a majority of the candidates on both sides of the playing field, he doesn't understand economics. He doesn't see how kicking out 11 million illegal immigrants would badly damage our economy, and building a wall that is not completely needed would be a loss to our economy that the U.S. would most likely never recover from. Sadly, even Guantanamo Bay would be a better option than the U.S. Is there a way out? As of now, the best choice is to leave the country. There are several places to go: Ireland, England, or even Mexico. There's also an island in Canada that is being prepared specifically for if Trump is elected. The next question is, what should you bring? The most important item is Trump repellent. That'll keep his supporters far away from you because we don't want to cope with illogical differing viewpoints. Once Trump is elected, this repellent will be popping up on every road from Canada to Mexico and most likely every airport. Another item to bring is someone who, unlike Trump, has an eye for detail. Someone that can see a problem from a mile away and can help you easily avoid it so you can come away from this hard experience with as little scars as possible. My only other piece of advice is to watch out for the half-built Trump wall that he's building on the Mexican border. We want the amount of people hurt from this disaster to be kept to a minimum. Back to you, Flo.
Thanks, Amelia. A woman has taken Starbucks to court claiming the company puts too much ice in its drinks. Stacy Pincus filed a lawsuit against the company claiming that customers actually only get half of what they're paying for in their drinks. She's leading a class action for $5 million against the company. Court papers filed by the claimants in Illinois said a Starbucks customer who orders a venti cold drink receives only 14 fluid ounces of that drink, just over half the advertised amount, and just over half the amount of which they are paying. Well, that's it for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the mass communication students here at Chabot College and for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH 27 on Comcast for more Chabot TV.